What could be more romantic and inspiring than a place that looks like a backdrop for fairy tale? The medieval overstones of Bruges cobblestone streets lead to countless historical, architectural, and artistic wonders. Let's find out together!
The city of Bruges was founded in the 9th century by the Vikings, its name perhaps due to the old Scandinavian word "brygga", which means port or place of mooring. Bruges quickly became an important commercial port and remained so until the 13th century. Its decline began in the 15th century due to commercial competitors and the crisis in the textile industry. It was until the 20th century that the city came back to life thanks to the international tourism. Today, the hotels in Bruges are full of tourists waiting to walk through of its streets and canals. Belgium is divided into three regions: the Flanders regions, the Walloon regions, and the Brussels capital regions. The city of Bruges is located in the Flanders regions, province of West Flanders. It has a total population of approximately 180,536 inhabitants, with a density of 859 square kilometers, and the area it covers in Belgium is 136,000 square kilometers. It has an altitude of 7 meters above sea level, and its climate can be called the oceanic type.
It reflects a considerable exchange of influence on the development of art and architecture, particularly in Brick Gothic, which is characteristic of Northern Europe and the Baltic. This architecture strongly determines the character of the historic center of the city. The 12th century city walls marked the boundaries of the medieval city. Although the walls themselves are lost today, they remain clearly visible, emphasized by the four surviving gates, the ramparts, and one of the defenses' water towers. The medieval street pattern, with main roads leading towards the important public squares, has mostly been preserved, as well as the network of canals which, once used for mercantile traffic, playing an important role in the development of the city.
Okay, now let's talk about what the weather is like in Bruges. This city has a temperate climate with 4 seasons that span the entire year. The weather throughout the year can be characterized as cold. However, during the months of June, July, and August, good weather is more likely to be experienced, with average temperatures ranging between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius. In medieval times, the sea flooded the surroundings of present-day Bruges, creating canals that played an important role in the development of the city. As the land around Bruges was not fertile and the people could not survive on fish alone, they produced beer and textiles such as the 𝕭𝕊𝖊𝖊𝖔, which could be transported along the canal network. The National Day of Bruges is celebrated on July 21. On the other hand, there is the Feast of the Holy Blood, an important religious festival where a massive procession takes place in the city, whose participants are dressed in asynchronic costumes and decked knights.
In Bruges, you can find these dishes. The first one is fridge, then golfa, watersui, garnalen croquetten, and the last one is Anguille's apert. And I will tell you an interesting fact about fridge. Supposedly, the inspiration for French fries American soldiers reportedly ate them during World War II and misled burger with friends when they were recreated at home.
In the city of Bruges, there are many interesting ways to spend time with pleasure. One of the favorite entertainments for travelers are the boat rides on the canals of Bruges. There is a beautiful lake known as 𝑘𝑒𝑚𝑒𝑟. As for evening entertainment, one of the most visited nightclubs is the Inn. You can also visit 𝑏oudigensia Park. It's a theme park in St. Michael's, When you go shopping, do not forget to buy souvenirs. The best chocolate is sold in the store The Chocolate Lane. Some famous people are 𝕭𝖊𝖘 Joseph Minard was an astronomer. He excelled in the study of the effect of the atmosphere on light and images. Wilfred David was a cyclist professional. During his career, he won 13 victories. Anne Hazelbrook is a rower, a bronze medalist at the Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. 𝕭𝖊𝖑𝖈𝖗𝖚 is a musician and singer, has won 7 ARIA Awards.
When I was looking for information about transportation, I found that a bus travels between the station and the city center and back every 5 minutes. It's the relaxing way to get to and from the city center. There are also frequent service to the train station and the city center running from the bus stop for tourist buses at the Can Island.
Belgium has a well-developed free market economy based on both industrial and service sectors. It is a heavily dependent on international trade, and most of its economic sector are geared toward exporting products. The nation's exports are equivalent to almost 2/3 of the GNP. On a per capita basis, Belgium exports twice as much as Germany and 5 times as much as Japan. I would like to visit their great museums, especially the Bruges Museum, after going to try their delicious foods like French fries. Also, I want to experience the festivals that take place in winter to enjoy the weather and the show.
If I travel to the city of Bruges, I would like to walk along the canals and visit the museums and architectural pieces.
I would like to try every dish from Bruges. Also, it would be nice to learn how to prepare some famous food from there. If I had the opportunity to travel, I would visit Mason Town and try fridge because I love potatoes. Also, I would visit 𝕭𝖊𝖘𝖈𝖗𝖈 and try 𝕭𝐵𝖈𝖘𝖈 because it looks so delicious.
Really, I would like to visit Bruges one day because I'm so attracted to its canals and its beautiful architecture. Also, I am very curious about their festivals and carnivals. So, if I were there, I wish I could transport myself on its canals, enjoy its cold weather, and if it's possible, see one of its festivals.
I would like to take a boat ride on the Canal of Bruges. I would also like to visit 𝕕𝖊𝖑𝖈𝖗𝖊𝖃 to appreciate the landscape and enjoy the nice weather.